What's going on, you guys? It's Ralphie or Rafa, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to start reselling, what reselling is step by step, how to actually start your reselling journey from scratch. So if you don't know how to do this, or you've been thinking about, hey, I want to start reselling, I want to try it out, in this video you are going to learn exactly how to do that. It doesn't matter where you're at in your journey or if you know absolutely anything, I got you. Don't worry, I will explain everything that you need to know how to start reselling tomorrow in this video. So without further ado, I don't want to waste any time. Let's get right into it. Also, you guys, I am a little sick, so if my voice sounds like that, I'm sorry about it. And I do have a little notepad, so if you see me looking down, I'm just looking at my notes. So yeah. Now, before I get into the step-by-step process about just reselling in general, how to actually do it, for those who don't really know what reselling is basically you getting a product for X amount from whoever it may be, a supplier, a friend, a brother, family member, doesn't matter. You get a product for X amount, and then you take that product and you sell it for more than what you got it for, leaving you with money to profit. That is fundamentally what reselling is. So now you know what reselling is. Let's get right into the step-by-step guide. So step number one, we obviously need a product to sell. We can't start reselling before we actually get the product. So these are the questions that we need to answer. Number one, what product should I sell? And number two, where can I find these products? We're going to go over these questions and we're going to answer them for you right now. So going over the first question, what product should you sell? Now, this is entirely up to you. This is really just what your personal preference is. My best advice is that you try, if you're a complete beginner, my best advice is that you try out a couple products, buy some AirPods, get some shoes, get some colognes, try different products out for the beginning. Once you have found the type of product that you want to start reselling, that you kind of want to go all in with, after you've had some, some testing time, go all in on it, right? You want to be niched. You want to be the guy to reselling colognes. You want to be the guy to reselling AirPods or AirPod Maxes or shoes or clothing. You want to be the guy because it makes your business a lot easier. So that would be my advice to you. If you're brand new, try out a couple products, or maybe you're in reselling, you're pretty far into your journey, but just something's not working. Try out other products, right? See what best fits you, see what best gets you the most sales, and then just go all in with that product. And once you scale with that product, then you can start getting some other ones. Now, for those of you who just have no idea what products to start reselling, you don't really know any statistics or just don't have an idea about the products that you can start reselling in this reselling game, don't worry. I actually have a cheat sheet that I am going to share with you guys right now, and we're going to go over just a couple products so you know exactly what to start reselling if you're brand new. So if you guys are wondering what exactly this document is, I made it for my members who are in my exclusive mentorship, Resell Reimagine. And if you're interested in that, if you want to know exactly how to start reselling from A to Z and just get personalized help, you can stay till the end of the video. I have information about that, or just check the link down below and you can go ahead and go on from there. This is exactly how we're going to be ranking these items. Number one, demand. This is how much people want the product. Number two, sale rate. This is how many people actually end up buying the product. Number three is the return rate. This is how often people will text you to return the product. Number four is ignore rate. This is how often people will ignore you on the marketplace apps when they initially start a conversation with you. Number five is negotiation rate. This is how much the customers will negotiate on the price with you on the specific product. Number six is the saturation. This is just how many people are selling the exact same product, basically telling you how much competition you have for the product that you're selling. Number seven, this is the selling price. This is the price point that is recommended to sell the product at. And then of course, if you can sell them for more, go ahead and do that. Number eight, this is just how much you're able to profit based off of past experience sales. And this is basically just past experience from myself and my members and buddies who are also resellers. This is going to range from the potential lowest amount to the potential highest amount, just giving you a good idea of how much money you can actually profit. Obviously, green is good, yellow is okay, and then red is bad. Red, we want to stay away from. Yellow, it's fine. Green, let's go for it. The first product that we are going to go over are shoes. And as you guys know, I'm known for selling shoes. I have made a ton of money in my reselling business selling shoes, and they just work great. They're an awesome product, and we're gonna go over that right now. So for example, I'm not gonna go over a ton of the shoes that I have here listed. We're just gonna go over the, one of the best shoes that are the best selling shoes in my experience and my buddy's experience, the Jordan 1 Travis Scott Black Phantoms. Now the demand for these shoes, they have a ton of demand. You see it right here on the chart. They sell like crazy. They get you a ton of sales. So not only is there a lot of people who want them, but the conversion rate on these shoes, people buy them. People want them and they end up buying them almost all of the time. Now the return rate is low. Not a lot of people return these shoes. If anything, maybe it's like a size, just like a misunderstanding on the size, but that's really the only case. Not a lot of people are gonna ignore you when you post these shoes on the marketplace apps like OfferUp or Facebook Marketplace. They do amazing when you're on them. You have a lot of people who are hitting you up. And then obviously with the high demand and the high sale rate, you're probably gonna make some money with these. And then the negotiation rate, there is a bit of negotiations when it comes to just shoes in general and pretty much anything on the marketplace app. So that's gonna be in the middle. And then the saturation rate, I don't see too many people selling these shoes, but again, it is picking up in trend. I don't know if it's really gonna blow up like colognes and AirPods, but like spider hoodies and denim tears, but it's still not that saturated. You can make a ton of money and there's a ton of demand in these shoes. If you can, jump on it as soon as possible. And then your selling price for these shoes are going to be $150 to $200, and that's basically going to give you a $45 amount to a $130 amount in profit wise. And again, if you were wondering how do I even get these shoes, I will have links in the description to my suppliers. You can either join the mentorship and get full access to all of these suppliers, videos, community, more, everything that you need. Or if you just want the supplier, you can go ahead, check the link down below, and I will have a link to my suppliers where you can go ahead and get them from there. So overall with shoes, if you're getting something that I recommend or I tell you or I preach, which you don't have to be at my mentorship to understand what I tell you guys to sell to be able to make money, just check out my social medias. If you're selling something like the Travis Scott Black Phantoms or the Fragments or Reverse Mochas or maybe some Alexander McQueen's or some Dior's, you will make a ton of money. So are shoes a good option? I would say so. If I've made a ton of my money from reselling shoes, I think you guys will have a good opportunity and a good chance to make a ton of money doing the exact same thing. Now, product number 2, we are going to be going over AirPods. Now, AirPods are a pretty trendy product when it comes to the reselling game. You see a lot of people reselling them. You see a lot of people wanting to resell them. Now, let's talk about if they really are that worth it. So as you guys see, you have the AirPod Gen 4s, 3s, and 2s. We're just gonna go ahead and kind of generalize the stats on them right now. So demand, all three, they have a great demand, right? They're headphones, they're AirPods, they're not a bad product. They're a great product. Everybody wants to listen to music. Everybody wants to listen to them in their ear. So there's a lot of demand for them. Now the sales, they have pretty good sales. I'm going to be honest. They do pretty good. There's a lot of people who want to actually buy these. There's a good amount of demand and the conversion rate is high. Now for the return rate, there is a pretty low return rate for the 2s and the 3s, but for the 4s, it's, it's so-so. You're going to have a good amount of people who want to return these items. It is what it is. It's up to you whether you want to give them a refund or not, or, all sales are final. Ignore rate, there is a good amount of people who are going to ignore you, as well as the negotiation rate. There is going to be a good amount of people who are going to want to negotiate with you. Again, like every other item, it's how it is. And then the saturation, obviously you see it everywhere. They're super saturated. So it is going to be a little bit more hard to sell these items. But again, because there's a ton of demand and you can get a ton of sales AirPods, they're not a bad product to start with as a beginner. And then the price points on the AirPods, you can sell the 2s for around $80. The 3s, you can sell them around $70. And the 4s, you can sell them around $110, right? Profit wise, it's going to be around 50 to, like 65, 70, depending on whichever kind that you get for the AirPods. So there's not too much profit in them, but you can sell a ton of them. So high quantity that you can sell, there's a ton of demand for them, you're going to get sales, but the profit isn't necessarily there. So because you can't make too many profits with them long term, I wouldn't really recommend them. I wouldn't stick with them long term, but as a beginner product, I'd say AirPods would do great. They're not a bad product. They can do you really well. And they're not a bad product to start reselling with. But as you start making money with with AirPods, I would say try different products. Start with AirPods. They're a great first buy. They're a great first product to start with. But because you can make a lot more money with other products, I would say then transition into something else. Right now, getting into clothing. Clothing is an awesome start as a beginner. Let's talk about it. We will go over, since there's such a big variety for clothing, you can make money selling denim tiers, chrome hearts, Bape shirts. You can do Dior, Louis Vuitton. You can get a ton of different clothing. So overall, I think clothing's great. But just for now, we'll go over spider hoodies and denim tiers. Again, if you want full access to this document, I might put it out for free in my Discord. You can go ahead, check out my free Discord in the description below. But if you like kind of just what I'm doing with this, check out the mentorship. It is paid, yes, but I give you so much information. I give you everything that you need from vendors, more videos, 30 plus videos, cheat sheets exactly like this, a community. You have direct access to talk to me. I give you everything that you need in order to be successful reselling. I have a ton of great reviews already. So if you like what you're seeing, go ahead and check it out. Getting into clothing, we'll go over just denim tier jackets and spider hoodies, since they are the most popular things. So is there demand? Yes, obviously there's a lot of demand. Can you make a lot of sales? Yes, they're trendy. A lot of people want them. A lot of people will buy them. Now, how's the return rate? Return rate is low. You don't have to worry about anybody trying to return these items. It rarely happens. Now, the ignore rate when you're posting them on the OfferUp and Facebook Marketplace. Marketplace, as I said the exact same thing twice. It's so-so. It's in the middle. Again, don't really worry about this. It is what it is. You're going to get a ton of people hitting you up. So again, there is going to be a good amount that ignore you when you're posting them. Now, negotiation. Again, like everything else when you're posting on the marketplace apps, people are going to negotiate with you. It's very rare when you find a product where not a lot of people will want to negotiate with you. Usually it's like a mom product or a girl product. But yeah, with spider hoodies and denim tiers, you won't have to worry about that. Now the saturation. Is this item or are these products saturated? The denim tiers and the spider hoodies, yes, they are. Can you still make money with them? Yes, you can. But because they are so oversaturated and because everybody is selling them, you're not going to be able to make as much profits as you were in the beginning. So going over the selling price for both of these items, it's going to be around the same thing. The selling price that you are going to sell them at is at least $100 to $150. That is what we recommend. Again, $100 to $150. And then for the both of them, profit-wise, you're going to be able to make anywhere from $50 at the minimum to $100 at the maximum. Again, you can't really make too much money off of these anymore because just everybody has them. That means there are so many other suppliers out there, so many other resellers willing to undercut you in price. So whoever buyer or whatever buyer that you're talking to, they're just going to take the cheapest option. That's why the prices for these have dropped significantly, but at the same time, they're a great buy to get. As a reseller starting out, it's not bad for you to start out with them. Can you get better better pieces of clothing, better brands to resell? Yes, you can. If you want more info about that, check out the Discord. We have it in there for absolutely free. But again, just talking about the spider hoodies and the denim tier hoodies, you can't go wrong with them. They're a great buy as a beginner. Long term, they're so-so. You can do pretty good with them long term, but again, they're just really oversaturated. Would I personally do it? No, I wouldn't. I would go into something like shoes or bags or maybe even colognes, but again, as a beginner, they're a great buy. All right, now that we just went over a couple of products, I want to go over the second question that we still haven't answered, right? Where can you find these products? I talked about what products you should get. Now, where do you find them, right? We're going to go over them right now, and don't worry, I got you with everything. All right, now just putting it out there, I do sell vendors, I do sell my suppliers. They are great. They are the highest quality, and they are the same suppliers that a ton of the bigger resellers do. You see on Instagram, TikTok, they're the exact same suppliers that they use. So am I going to be a little bit biased with my vendors? Yes, I am. But for this point of this video, I'm going to be real. I'm going to be unbiased. I'm just going to be super, super transparent with you guys to give you guys the best value and just the best information that I can. So yeah, now the first option with finding your own suppliers, you can just simply find them yourself. I have a free video in my Discord. You can go ahead and check it out if you want to learn how to find your own suppliers. And yeah, check it out in the Discord. But again, it's going to be the hardest option and it's going to take up the most time. Now, it is free to find your own suppliers, but then you have to test them. You have to wait for the products to get in, and you really don't know how the seller is, how the products are, how the quality is. So it's the hardest thing to do because it takes up a ton of time. You have to go and communicate with the vendors, which is people who you don't know, right? You don't have anybody actually telling you that they're good. So it's the hardest option. It's going to take the most time, and it's not really the best option in my opinion. Now, option 2, you can purchase vendors or suppliers from resellers. Now, I'm going to be super unbiased. I'm just going to give you my honest opinion right now. And the thing is, this is the easiest way to get vendors, and it's the most reputable way. Are there scammers out there? Yes, there are. When you're buying vendors, please, please, for God's sake, do your own research on whoever's selling it. Make sure that there is actually other people who have succeeded with whoever reseller, you know, whoever you're buying it from. Make sure that they're credible, they're reputable, and they seem like a good person, so you know you're not getting scammed. Now, again, like I said, it's the easiest way, and it's going to take out the least amount of time and effort. It is paid, but in my opinion, time is money, and it is most definitely worth it. Now, all right, and now if you're like, Ralphie, I don't really want to go to another reseller. I don't really want to buy it from a random person who I haven't watched or I haven't really seen. And I just don't want to find my own suppliers. I'm lazy. It's going to take time, and I just don't know about them. And you're just, you just really don't know. You can go ahead and check out the suppliers that I have available for you guys to be able to check out and get access to. I'll leave the link down below in the description. Again, you don't have to purchase from me. You can go ahead and find another reseller. Just make sure that they're credible and they're good people, right? But if you don't want to do that, if you do trust me, which I appreciate like crazy, you can go ahead, check down below, check the suppliers that I have available, and see if you like any, and then go on from there. All right, now step 1 is out of the way. We understand our products. We need to get a product, we know how to get them, and we know what products to get. Now, step 2, now you need to find a way to reach the actual buyers in order to sell the product. So how do we actually reach our buyers, and how do we sell these products? Now, this is very simple, and if you haven't gotten it already, this video is for locally reselling. Obviously, I didn't state that in the beginning, but it's the best way to start reselling. So in this case, the 2 ways that we are going to be able to reach buyers in order to sell our products is OfferUp and Facebook Marketplace. Those are the 2 best-selling locally marketplaces that you can start selling your products on in order to make some pretty good profits with them. All right, so cool. Now you know how to actually reach buyers and what marketplace apps to sell your products on. Now, how do you post? How do you actually communicate to your buyers through your posts that say, hey, come buy my product. It's the best product out there. You're gonna love it. How do you do that? How do you actually sell buyers on your product through your marketplace post? Don't worry, I got you. We're going to talk about that right now. Right now, I'm going to move over to the side so we can talk about these pictures. I'm going to go ahead and throw some up so you guys know exactly how to post. And the thing is, if you don't have good pictures, your entire post isn't going to work out. You're not going to make any sales if you don't have proper pictures. Think about it. If you're looking on Amazon and you're scrolling for a certain product, the pictures on the post, if they're not good, you're not even going to bother clicking on the actual posting. The same thing goes for your marketplace post, for your own marketplace, your items, the products that you're selling. The buyers who are looking at all of the posts that are up there, right? All of your competitors, if they have better pictures, they're going to click on theirs, and they're not going to click on yours. So the pictures are the most important part of your post. You need to have excellent pictures. We're going to go over it right now how to do it. Now, number 1, you need to have a high and clear resolution camera. Just the pictures need to be clear, exactly like the pictures I'm showcasing right now. Now, number 2, you need to have good lighting. Have good lighting so you can showcase everything on the product, everything on the shoe, everything on the shirt, etc. and etc. Number 3, you need to showcase all of the angles on the product. So you're not just showing one part of the shoe and you're leaving the rest of the shoes unknown, right? You want to showcase everything on the product. If you're selling AirPods, make sure you showcase everything on the case so the buyers know that it's not opened, you know? Make sure that you're allowing the buyer to see everything so they understand exactly what you're putting in your description is true and accurate, right? And number 4, you just need to have a simple and appropriate background. You see in my pictures, I have a turf grass. If you want to get a turf grass, you can go ahead, check the Discord. I have links to all of these products, right? Everything that you need. I have free information in my Discord. And if you want more, you can go ahead and check out my mentorship. But have a simple and appropriate background, just something that's nice to see, right? You don't want to have the background of your mom's room or your kitchen. Make sure that it's on either your mom's floor, a nice wood floor, maybe your wall or something like that. Keep it simple. The product that we're actually posting, that is the main aspect, that is the main thing in the picture. So just keep it like that so it's easy to see the quality and what the product actually looks like. Now the title is pretty accurate. You just need to make sure that whatever the shoe name is or the product name is, the AirPods that you're selling or the shirt that you're selling, make sure that the actual name of the product is listed on the title appropriately and in full. Make sure you're not misspelling anything, right? Make sure that you're including everything. Make sure that if it's a Jordan 4, you put Jordan 4. If it's a Jordan 11, a Jordan 11. Make sure you put the name if it's a collaboration shoe, right? You guys get the idea. Make sure it's appropriate. Now the description, you want to make sure that you have an accurate description according to the product. It's the same thing that I explained in the actual title, but again, you just want to go more in depth into the description. Have all the sizes listed out if you're selling a product, including sizes, right? This is the one thing that nobody talks about. You can see it right here, the little lines at the very bottom in my description on my post. You basically just want to have one line that showcases that you're friendly and trustworthy, and then another line that just showcases that you're reputable, right? Something like, I have sold 5,000 plus pairs, or something like, everybody who has bought from me has loved the pairs, has loved the product, right? 100 past happy customers, something like that. You know what I mean? You get the idea, but all that does, it allows you to just be perceived as different. If somebody is looking at your post and somebody else's post, they're going to be a lot more inclined to go with you if you have that in your description and they don't, right? If you just say something like, hey, have a great day, even if you don't buy, I hope that you have an awesome day. The buyer is going to see that and be like, oh, okay, this guy seems like he's cool, right? He seems like he's a lot more friendly than everybody else. It's just something small, but remember guys, the small things add up and it's definitely worth it. All right, now the price. I know that you guys want to make as much money as possible, but you're not going to make any sales if you have a super high price. Basically, just price whatever you're selling at a reasonable market price for what it is, right? If you're selling a real item, obviously you get what I mean, the market price. If you're selling a replica item, sell it at a reasonable price. If you have good prices, you're going to get a lot more buyers and it's going to help you make more money in the long term. Believe me, trust me on that. And then number 5, go ahead and post your post. You are good to go. We talked about everything that you need to have in your post. So now you know how to post. Now you know what marketplace apps to post on, how to actually reach your customers. And now you're good to go. Now you have them up and now you're just waiting for buyers to hit you up so you can go ahead and talk to them and meet up and then make some money. Step number 3, now we are talking about communicating to schedule a meetup. Basically what you're waiting for now is for your buyers to go ahead, hit you up. They're basically going to ask you, hey, do you have this? Do you have that? If you have a product that has multiple sizes, they're going to say, hey, do you have 9.5 in the fragments? Do you have 9.5, or do you have a large in the chrome heart shirt? Do you have a medium in the Bape shirt? Go ahead, answer them. This is super self-explanatory. Then once you answer all of the questions that your buyers will ask you, just meet up with them. Super simple. Meet up with them, find a good location and a time to meet up with them. Always get the time and location so the buyer understands what the circumstances are. So the buyer understands, all right, I need to be there at 2:15 p.m. at the mall near us. I don't know, something like that. But again, just so they don't waste your time, just so they're not lagging on you, make sure that you give them the right guidelines so they know when to be there, at what time, and where. And then at last, step 4 of the process, you go to the meetup, be confident, you got this, you give them the product, it's gonna be exactly how you described it, exactly what you were marketing it up to be and talking it up to be. You make the sale, they give you the money, you give them the product, and you just made that sale and you're good to go. Now, rinse and repeat this process, go hard with it, get more inventory, stay truthful to what you know. You guys know what I'm talking about. Guys, don't scam. That's my recommendation. But once you make the sale, all you got to do is rinse and repeat the process and you're good to go. Obviously, that was a lot to go over. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry it was a little bit of a bigger one, but I just wanted to go over the complete process, how to actually start reselling. And if you guys like this information or you like this video, but you do need more, you do want some personalized help, and you do want a full detailed A through Z guide with vendors, more tools like I just showed you guys in this video, right? A community to help you guys out. I have a mentorship. I know I mentioned it earlier, but check out the mentorship. If you need more, if you are interested in that, I will help you make money reselling. I will help you understand this business and actually turn it into a legitimate thing that is going to make you a ton of money. So I don't want to go over that too much because I already talked about it. But again, if you are interested, if you like who I am, if you do trust me, believe me, I have a ton of reviews already. I'll pop some up right here. I'll pop up some member wins as well. We do actually succeed inside of Resell Reimagine. If you do want to check that out, check out the link in the description, and you can go on from there. And then of course, if you don't want to check out the mentorship, it's completely fine. I do have vendors down below, again, in the link in description. You can go ahead and check them out if you would rather just get the vendors, go on your way, use the information that I talked about in this video, and go ahead and make your sales. If that's enough for you, go ahead, check out the vendors. You want to get those because they are extremely, extremely high quality and they are the best out there. So with all of that being said, I appreciate every single one of you guys for watching this video. Again, I'm sorry about my voice. I'm sorry about the background. I'm moving stock, so I don't really have my whole setup yet. I will have another setup very soon. I'm sorry about my voice again. But if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like. Go ahead, comment anything. I respond to all of my comments. If you need more help or something, you can go ahead, DM me on my Instagram, my TikTok. You can go ahead and join the free Discord. If you want some more free information, it's all for free. Check out the Discord. If you don't want to get into the Whopper, if you don't want to buy, any vendors yet, check it out. It's completely for free. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, and follow me on all the platforms. I want to help out as many people as I can start reselling and be successful reselling. So I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, and thank you for watching this video.